Well, hello everybody. Jeff Cowan here from Jeff Cowan's Pro Talk. You know, the guy that's trained more successful service advisors and service employees than anybody else on the planet. It's a fact. Check it out. Well, I'm back with a new edition of my podcast entitled Write Service, Write Your Own Paycheck, the path to making over $100,000 a year when writing service in the automotive industry. And at this very recording, just over 20% of you are doing just that. You're making $100,000, $150,000. Some of you write in and tell me you're making $200,000 a year. Congratulations on that. But that means that nearly 80% of you are not. So what are we going to do about that? Or what are you going to do about that if you're one of those 80%? Well, here's what I recommend you do. Watch this podcast. Go back and watch any of the over 100 podcasts that I've recorded prior to this date, and or go to my website, automotiveservicetraining.com, automotiveservicetraining.com. And between those two entities alone, you will find all the techniques, word tracks, processes, and tactics you need to become the absolute best you can be. And like I like to say, if you're going to do something, why be anything other than the absolute best? Because when you're the absolute best, you know what happens? You get the absolute best income with it. Well, we're going to take another one of my quotes here, and we're going to break it down for you today and show you how you can use it to make yourself the best. This quote that I have here simply says this: clerks wait for customers. Salespeople look for and find them. Now, I get a lot of response on this when I post this one, because people say, you know, Jeff, I'm a service advisor. How do I find customers? We open up the doors, they just come in or they don't come in. What do you mean find customers? Because I'm a salesperson, I'm not a clerk, so how do I find them? Well, that's a great question. So let me answer it for you. Here's exactly how you find customers, because this is what professional salespeople do. They don't wait for anything to happen. They make things happen, including finding customers. So here's 4 things you can do. Number 1, keep the ones you have happy. You have to make sure that your customer base is solid and happy if you want them to keep coming back. So number 1, make sure they're happy, because if they're happy, not only will they continue to come back, but they'll bring other cars that they may have and allow you to work with them. They'll start to tell their friends about you and the like. So the first step is keep the people you have happy. Don't start shortcutting your process or rushing them through the process because you've done business with them for a year, 5 years, 10 years, or 20 years. Treat them the same way you did the first time you met them. Keep your main customer base happy, the current ones you have. Number 2, ask for referrals. Now, just because your customers are happy doesn't necessarily mean they're just automatically going to go out and start placing ads and announcing to the world, hey, if your car needs anything, the only guy to go see is Jeff. It doesn't mean they're going to do that. As a matter of fact, I can guarantee you they're probably not going to do that. So you have to ask for referrals. And you know, I get pushback on this because people say, hey, you know, I don't want them to think I'm just all about the business. If you're doing the job the right way and you've got a relationship with them, they're not going to see that. What they're going to see is that you're just trying to increase your business and become better at what you do. There's nothing wrong after you delivered a car back to a customer at the end of the day and looking at them and saying something like this: you know, Mr. Customer, I've been helping you out now for X amount of time, and I think we've built a really great relationship here. You and I working together to help you out with your car needs. That being the case, assuming that you really are happy because you keep coming back, would you know anybody else that would have a vehicle they might want to bring in to me? Any friends, any family members? Do you have another car at home? Because I would like to help as many people as I can. So if you feel comfortable with that and want to send my name out and tell people about me, here's my business cards. You've got my email address. Tell everybody about it, and I'd really appreciate it. There's nothing wrong with saying that or something like that. You won't get referrals most of the time if you don't ask for them. And I got to tell you, I ask for referrals all the time, and you never know when somebody's going to respond. I've asked for referrals and then gotten one from a person I asked a referral from 2 or 3 years ago, and all of a sudden they show up today. So don't be afraid to ask for referrals. Number 3, create specials to keep your current customers happy and to get new customers in. Now this one here, there's 2 facets to it. Number 1, you can take, don't worry about creating them if your shop already offers different specials. Just make them your own. What do I mean? Now I'm not suggesting any of these specials here, but I've seen these type of specials, and it's where it's like maybe a shop is offering, you buy 3 tires, you get 1 for free, or you get X amount off of an oil change if you come in, or we're giving this service away for this, or whatever it is. You can take and list those on a flyer and email them and mail them snail mail, because snail mail still has a lot of importance to your customers, and just say, I don't know if you knew this or not, but here's the specials that are going on in the shop. If this sounds like something you or anybody you know, I'm asking for referrals, anybody you know could benefit from this, give them my name and have them come in and stop and see me. I'd love to help them out. So that's one thing you can do, is take the specials you already have and use those. The other way is to do exactly what it says. Create your own specials. Now, big asterisk here. Okay, so stop and listen. Listen to me right now. Big asterisk here. Make sure if you're going to create a special that you get your managers and or business owners to sign off. Just don't start offering stuff. Make sure they're okay with it. But you create specials. So what would specials be? Now, this is the reason, by the way, I'm putting this podcast up here, because being so close to Christmas, we're only weeks away, right? This is the perfect time to do this. You put together a flyer that might say something like this. Mr. and Mrs. Customer, we offer gift cards. If you know anybody at the Christmas time that's going to need services for their cars or repairs for their cars, we offer gift cards in any denomination, $100, $500, $1,000, whatever you want to do. Mr. and Mrs. Customer, I want to let you know, if you know anybody that needs a set of tires, you can purchase them here, and we will hold on to them for you until Christmas Eve. Mr. and Mrs. Customer, did you know that we're offering this or we're offering that? Okay? You can offer specials as long as people are signing off on it. And you know what? It's kind of funny, when I mention this in workshops, I usually get a laugh out of the audience or something, but I can tell you this. If you know much about me, you know that I come from a humble background, my family, very humble background and the like. And I got to tell you, one of my sister's favorite Christmases to this day, when she was 20 years old, she'd moved out of the house, she'd gotten married, she had her first baby, and she had a job, as did her husband, but she had a job. Her car needed tires desperately, but they didn't have the money, being a young, hardworking couple with a young baby, right? My dad, not having a lot of money, knew that she needed the tires, and he dug down deep in his pocket, took money he really didn't have, and he got her a set of tires for Christmas. And not only got them, but he wrapped them and put them under the tree. Now, leading up to Christmas Day, before she got there, we were making fun of him and the tires being under there, but my sister loved it, and she still talks about it to this day. It's the #1 favorite Christmas she ever had. So you can create your own specials, and this time of year, it's a perfect time to do that. And then finally, #4, pass out your business cards everywhere. Now, again, we're into one of these conflicted areas here where everybody thinks because of technology, you know, I can just email them my contact, or I can just text them my contact, and you can and you should. But there still is a big need for business cards, printed business cards, and you should pass them out everywhere. Now, what do I mean everywhere? Let's say you're in the grocery store and you hear and you're in line in the checkout line, and you hear the couple in front of you talking about how they need to save up for a new set of tires. You could hand them your card. Hey, I just heard you talking about you might need a set of tires. I work down here at the Ford store, and we can put tires on anything. Here's my card. Come and see. I'll get you taken care of. Pass them out when you're pumping gas. Pass them out everywhere. Pass them out at parties. You know, I get invited to a lot of social events, and so I'll go in there, and as I'm talking to people and introduce myself, I will give them a card. Now, it's not that I'm working, but there's nothing wrong if somebody says, what do you do? Well, I happen to have a business card. My name's Jeff Cowan. This is what I can do. This is what I do and can do. If you ever have a need for it, I'd love to help you out. If not, I'm glad to meet you. Let's get a drink, right? Now, here's what's weird about that. I get business from that. And as a matter of fact, you never know when the business is going to come. I remember passing out a card to somebody one time at a social event years before, like 6 years before, and out of the blue I get a phone call. And the guy told me, you know, 6 years ago I met you at Barb and Dave's party, and you gave me a card. And I wasn't in the car business at the time, but now I am. I found your card, and I thought I'd give you a call to see if maybe you could help me and my service department out. But you can't get those phone calls if you don't pass your cards out. So it's really easy here to find customers. All you have to do is follow these 4 steps. First and foremost, keep the ones you have happy for the reasons I gave you. Ask for referrals all the time with every customer. Create specials, whether they're your own or ones that you share from get from the shop, and then pass out your business cards everywhere. Hey, my name's Jeff Cowan, and I have a company called Jeff Cowan's Pro Talk, and I want to remind you that we do all kinds of training in the service business. We can do it. If you need it, we can get it done. So if you have a need for service or want to know more about us, it's real simple. Just dial 1-800-248-2931. 1-800-248-2931, and anybody that picks up that phone can share with you what we do and how well we do it, because nobody does this better than us. I'll guarantee that. You can also go to our website, automotiveservicetraining.com, automotiveservicetraining.com, and get all the information there. By the way, we have a new website, so check it out and tell me if you like it or not. So with that, this is Jeff Cowan signing off, wishing you a happy day. God bless you, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.